Hey, it's Gigi the Gadget Goddess, and y'all know how much I love to be outside. I wanted to give you an update on this wonderful watch, which I don't think I've covered anything on since I did my unboxing and first impressions. I think I had a week at that point. There are some really cool things that I discovered since I've had the watch, things that I wouldn't have known until I had the watch for a longer period of time. Again, I'm still using it mostly with iOS. Some of the features differ from on Android. So this is just a little quick update of the Huawei GT2 Pro. So I'm still mostly using the same watch face. It gives me my beats per minute on my heart rate, my stress level, the barometric pressure, and my battery life, which still holds strong 2 weeks. I charge it every 2 weeks because there's usually one day throughout the week that I'm not very active. On those days, I may not put the watch on at all, but I am getting a good 2 weeks out of the battery. If I do put the watch on a Sunday, I'm not very active, or I put it on pretty late in the evening. So 2 weeks for me. Most people are saying between 10 and 12. Still remarkable battery life for a watch, right? I think this watch put the smart in smartwatch. Now, I can't quote this for Android because, like I said, I use it mostly on iOS. I don't take a lot of calls to the watch itself. But when I am on the phone talking to people and I have this watch on and I receive alerts, the default for the watch switches. Even if I have it set to give me audible alerts, it goes to vibrate only, to not disturb the phone call, which I think is really smart. Some people might still want that audible alert, but I think when you're on the phone, you don't really want your watch going off in the background. That's something I really, really like about this watch. Once the watch knows I'm on the phone, all my alerts go to vibrate. Another quick, neat, nifty thing is, like, let's say I haven't opened the Huawei Health app in a while. I'll get an alert on my phone that says, hey, it's been 7 days since you opened this app. Because I have no need to constantly go into the Huawei Health app. The phone stays connected. If it disconnects, I get a disconnect alert on my watch if I go too far away or something of that nature. That's something you have to turn on. I kind of mentioned that in my unboxing on my watch. Anytime my watch disconnects from the phone, my watch vibrates and I can turn my wrist like it's an alert. It won't give an audible alert regardless, but it'll give a vibrate and say, hey, disconnected. But it's always awesome to get that notification and know I've been disconnected, or no, I've left my phone behind somewhere. Any of these little scenarios where you want to say, hey, does this work for Android like it does iOS? The person that uses it full time on Android is my boy Holla at Your Boy. I will link you to his channel here, and he has done an update on this watch as well, and his opinions and thoughts after using it on Android. This is my review of using it on iOS for over a month. It keeps all of my walks. These are all from April, and I don't know what this December 1969. It might have been something where I was playing with the settings or tweaking something, but I don't know where. I wasn't even alive in December 1969. But it keeps all those, and it tells me where I was walking. Like, a lot of these were near my job. Like, I get lunch, and I usually just walk on my lunch. Only get 30 minutes, so I don't get to go too far. You can put this based on the metric system or, you know, Imperial. Track your walks, runs, etc. The neat thing about tracking your walks, runs, etc. on this watch is you don't have to have your phone with you because it has built-in GPS. Your GPS is going to track you while you're out walking. You don't have to haul a phone along with you. If you have Android, which I told you this is mainly iOS, I can't put music on my watch. Android users can. That's a minus to using it on iOS, a plus to using it on Android. I was able to put some music on this bad boy by syncing it to my Android device. So if you have Android and iPhone, this could work wonders for you, because as I mentioned on a previous video, you can sync it to both phones and not have to erase things. Just come down here and come to music, try not to get a copyright strike, and then, you know, it plays music. Notifications that I told you prior to this that iOS will give you a lot less options. They give you a number of things up here, which is messages, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Messenger, Gmail and Instagram. Everything else goes under other. So my watch goes off an awful lot based on just my iPhone. I think all watches give you an alert after an hour if you've been sitting too long. If you want them to, you can turn that off. I got it to track sleep only because I'll sleep in the watch if I take a nap, so it shows me how productive my nap was. My last documented nap was on June the 11th, and it was for an hour and 19 minutes, so an hour and 20-minute nap. Overall, I want to say I'm pleasantly surprised with this watch and how much I like and enjoy it. It's been a while since I've enjoyed a smartwatch because smartwatches are just watches, you know. After a while, because I don't do the responding to text messages, never have. Maybe when you first start the smartwatch game, you're like, oh, let me do this, let me do that. Yeah, I'll make a call from the watch only if it's like I can't locate my phone at the time, or answer or take a call if I can't locate my phone at the time, because usually I do things over Bluetooth. I don't like to share my conversations with the world. What's exciting to me on a watch isn't exciting to everybody. I remember putting out the initial review of this watch and having people say, oh, you put a screen protector on a sapphire screen? And clearly I thought I explained in that video that, hey, I'm only putting this on the screen because of fingerprints and how many fingerprints this watch face draws. You can barely, you know, graze it, and there's a big old fingerprint across the screen. I don't so much use them anymore. My black one started to change color on me, and the clear one I didn't like at all. I deal with the fingerprints. I'm constantly wiping it off. Like right now, there are smudges. They're very light and you can't probably see them on camera. Great watch, great screen. I have no damage to it. Ran into the wall at work, raked across buggies or shopping carts at the store. It's gone through its, you know, test, and I'm not nervous about wearing it out or it getting damaged. This is absolutely my favorite watch band. I will leave links in the description. It came with a set of camo bands, and although this is supposed to be like a blue camo, it looks more girly to me. I wear this one when I want more flex, so I'm gonna be outside. If I'm gonna go for a walk, it's more comfortable than wearing, you know, the prettier kind of bands that I kind of wear to work. I'm able to track the weather. Like, it gives me the weather. It's 79 degrees and it's, what time is it? It's 79 degrees, it's almost 11 o'clock, so yeah, it's about to be a scorcher today. I wanted to get out here and record pretty early. Weather and different things of that nature work fine. I have the bottom button programmed as a flashlight. I leave for work at 6 o'clock. Coming down the stairs, I do use bottom button as flashlight, and it's just a white light, and it works fine for me to make sure I don't fall down the stairs or anything on my way out. I have not showered in this watch. I mean, you can, but showering in a watch, unless I'm just really trying to clean that watch, it's not something I typically do. I try to wipe the watch down. I have taken it swimming. I didn't do dedicated laps or anything, but there was no damage to the watch. It didn't fog up or get anything in it. I didn't have my GoPro with me out at the pool. Wasn't able to show you any footage from that. There are a couple reasons I wanted to give you an update on this watch. Huawei just announced the Huawei Watch 3. And they also announced their 3 Pro, and I think it's the 3 Pro Elite. It has a nice, spectacular, special name. For us here in the States, I tell people all the time, because they're like, oh, the battery life went down on it. It only gets 3 days and things of that nature. And I said, well, that's if you have cellular service turned on. Here in the States, you're not going to be able to even use cellular service because it comes with an eSIM that's made for China. If you're looking into getting the 3 or the 3 Pro Elite, they're going to get great battery life. They're going to be expensive, $500 to $600 between the two. One's $500, one's $600. I don't like the styles as much as I like this style of watch. I mean, one looks kind of sporty and the other one's supposed to be the more elite, nicer watch, more, you know, business, probably like this one because it has the sapphire and the ceramic and everything. But I just don't like the look of it. While I'm shooting this video, I can tell you, and I can't tell you if it's gone back up, the gray watch, which comes with both bands, so it's the same as getting the black watch, on Amazon is $279.99, so it's $280. I will leave a link in the description. This watch is $280, or do you want to spend $500 or $600? If you're in the market for one of these watches, if you were looking for the old one or the new one, your best bet is to roll with the old one. if you're here in the States. I can't speak for outside of the US, but for those here, the watch, you know, even if you find that watch style nicer, I really think if you get this watch, you won't be disappointed. Feature wise, incremental kind of improvements, whereas you're not talking about incremental price improvement, you're talking hundreds of dollars. So if you're not in China and cannot use these capabilities to get cellular service and things of that nature, you might want to roll with your dog here. Although I have HarmonyOS on my Huawei Mate X2, I do not have it to the watch. I keep checking for updates. I guess I'll have to wait for that to come natively. I'm beta testing it on the phone. We'll be waiting to see if we get HarmonyOS for the watch, so I can make my device a super device and maybe use it with my Huawei a little more. I also was not able to receive any other watch faces, but again, I knew that's because of the region I'm in versus telling my devices that I'm in China. It knows I'm not in China by GPS, so I'm not able to receive more watch faces. I'd like to thank everybody for dropping by and checking out my update on this watch. If you're interested, make sure you go grab that watch. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you've enjoyed multiple videos on this channel, you might want to subscribe. Subscriptions are free. I also have memberships that are paid. Memberships have their privileges, whether it be live streams, early access to videos, or blooper reels. But just click on the button below and see the perks. Or if you don't have a button, if you're on iOS, there is a link in the description to memberships. I'll catch everybody on the next video.